Alright guys, back at you again to finger bang the NFL, and let's get right into it. So first play, you can see it looks like false start on the right side. We'll do it one more time. See that? Guys moving early. Crash inside. Everyone's bunched up together, so they're not trying to get to Russell Wilson. They're trying to steal your hard-earned working or hard-earned money and making you think they're actually rushing, but they're not. Now he throws it up. But like, let's count how much time he had. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi, 4 Mississippi, 5 Mississippi, 6 Mississippi, 7 Mississippi, 8 Mississippi. He had literally almost 10 seconds, guys. 10 seconds to throw that. You can't cover anyone that long as a wide receiver, or a defensive back, rather, I should say. So I just don't understand how people think that's real. Nowhere on any level of football do you ever have 10 seconds to throw a football. I don't care how bad the defensive line is. Even at the worst level of football, the most time you'll have is 4.5 seconds, 5 max. That's with the worst and slowest of D lines, probably going against a much skilled offensive line. In the NFL, you got 3 seconds. So if they're not there in 3 seconds, it's because they weren't trying to rush. So it's all a facade. It's part of the show. Oh, and this is where they lose the game. So I'm going to pause right here. So he outkicks the coverage by 15 yards, guys. Roughly. We'll say about 15, give or take. So if you're going to outkick the coverage, you better hope that the Gunners at least are faster than everyone else, which they're clearly not, because there's only one Gunner that's made it even in the screen. So by the time this guy catches this guy's going to either fall to his face or run by him because it's just too much open field to make this tackle. So let's see. Looks like he's kind of like lollygagging. Now, yep, looks like he's going to run by, but he's getting blocked as well, but not really. Just got a little shove. Now, these guys, you'll notice they're running to where the guy is, right? That's the stupidest thing they could do. They should be running this way, right? Pursuit. They should be in pursuit to where he's going, not to where he is. Because what's going to happen is they're going to where he is, but he's beating their angles because they're running down. It's simple angles, guys. This angle, and now he's going to go this way, so you're never going to get there. It's simple math. That's all it is. See? Diving on their face. Wrong angles. What type of a tackle attempt was this? This guy right here is the tackle. He's the one that should have had him. But he's not wrapping up. He's just going by and touching him. See? And then these three guys, they're just going to fall on their face and act like they can't get there and just botch the angle. That guy right there, this guy right here is a complete joke. 47, he's the joke of the whole entire thing. Like, come on, bro. You could have pushed him out of bounds. Instead, he goes for a little ride. Yeah, goes for the ride. And then 38, he's just eating his feet. And 47's looking at his ass. It's like, nice ass, man. And then this guy pretends to stumble. This is all just to grab your emotions, guys. So, because this guy didn't really pull on his leg like this to be stumbling like that. While he's stumbling, this guy could push this guy into him. Let's watch. Doesn't. He just stands straight up. Doesn't put his legs. Doesn't get a low base to try to blast him into him or anything or push him off. He just stands straight up. He has no legs under him, so he's not trying to fight through that. And this guy's stumbling, rumbling, and bumbling into the end zone. But you guys think that's real football? I mean, I picked the Ravens to win, and I also picked the Rams to cover. Both happened, so I'm happy. But it's still rigged and scripted fake football. Even though I'm right and I picked correctly on this, it's still fake. Like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna be like, oh, I got the right answer. I'm so smart. No, what happened is what I thought would happen. Do you know what I mean? I'm not gonna be acting all surprised when something that happens that I thought would happen happened. You know what I mean? Like, no. Kind of like when your girlfriend leaves you. You're like, you're not gonna be surprised. It's right. It's a matter of time. All right, let's see. Look at this. Same thing here. No rush. Crashes inside. This guy is just patty caking. Look at this. They're having a little meeting right there. They're not trying to get there. And then Dak, I don't know what he did there. Dak just went into this. Because Dak literally had all day here. This is on Dak because he could have moved out of there. But he's too busy trying to prove that he's a pocket passer. And then he just fumbles it and gives it to the Eagles because they needed some assistance because their offense was looking so bad. Look at how he like hands it off. He turns. First of all, why would you fall like that? Just fall on your ass. Why would you turn your body to drop the ball like that? Because he was trying to give him the ball. That's why on this type of a sack, you'd fall on your ass while holding the ball on your stomach with both arms, just so the ball wouldn't pop out. You wouldn't turn to your stomach, risk injury, and also throw the ball forward. So, like, I guess we can use this as our main cover video because I didn't notice that one. I fell asleep because I got to get up early for work. So I saw the first half of this game. Looked like Philly was out of it, but when you have stuff like this, you're always in the game because Dak can just hand it to you or throw it to you.
Oh, how could I have done that? I can't believe myself.
Like, shut up. You know what you did there. These dudes can't even pretend to be happy. They're jumping up. They're like, yeah, but they've practiced that probably 500 times during the week. Now, you'll notice here our defensive end just keeps running upfield aimlessly. Even with the running back crossing his face almost. Watch. Watch the D end. All right, he can see this running back here. You're taught as a DN to keep eyes on him because if it's a screen, you got to get off the block and take the ball, the interception, or at least make the tackle. You'll notice, but instead of that, he'll just run upfield, no eyes on anything, pretending like he has tunnel vision at the goalpost. Like I don't even know what he's looking at. This is his play to make over here. He should be spinning off and making the tackle, getting a pick. Instead, he's next to the quarterback, giving him a hot dog, or maybe we'll keep it PG. This is a family show. And then you'll notice there's no defenders anywhere after this dude tries to eat his feet. Like this, come on, bro. That's an easy tackle. Why are you already on your knees as he's catching it? You should have still been running at him. And as he turns around, hello, you get a hit right after that. Instead, he falls to his knee and grabs at nothing. And then now you're going to leave two linemen on what? How many defenders? Yeah, you're going to leave your guys exposed to these fat boys who block no one. 44, look at what he does. He does the thing where he runs at him instead of where he's going to be. Like, you beat the block of the fat boys, but I'm thinking that was scripted because they weren't even trying to get him. It's like they're like, yeah, go ahead. We know you're not going to make the tackle. We're going to block someone else. Instead of going this way, he's just going to go right here and completely botch. Like, bro, you can't start going towards him after you've already gone down. And the fat boys end up blocking no one, but it's not going to matter. This guy should have easily pushed him out of bounds. This is a push out. Instead, he falls on his face and his knees first. Like, that's not even slightly real. I'm sorry. The fanboys will say so. Only children should be thinking that's real. Like, if you're a grown-up and you think that that's real, guy or girl, like, there is something up with you. Or you're just in denial. Because that's not football. And it's not the football we knew from 20 years ago. Because I'd say this crap started happening within the last 10, 13, 15 years. We started getting this watered down sport. Right when they started introducing those magnetic gloves in 2011 or 12. Actually, you know what? It was 2013 when it came out with those magnetic gloves. So it's been 10 years of this garbage, guys. Watered down fake football. 10 years. Same thing here. Look at our D tackles. Look at this guy. Goes upfield, takes himself out of the play. What's the other one do? 96, I think. This guy, what's he do? He turns his shoulders and proceeds to go opposite A gap. Now he's in the B gap. And he almost makes the tackle. So it's not his fault. It's definitely this guy's fault. If he stood his ground instead of going so far upfield like he does, let's say he stays where my pen is, like he's supposed to, clog the hole. So let's say he stays there, right? He makes the tackle right there. But they're all doing their own thing. And then other Bears defenders getting caught on blocks. taking shit angles. Number 4 took a shit angle. Come on. What? That's I forget his first name, but that's Jackson over there. He knows better than that. He could have had a big hit on that if he took the right angle. He don't want to hit nobody. They're all paid too much to want to actually hit somebody playing fake football. That's why they all fall to their faces and knees. They don't want to hurt nobody or hit no one. Crash inside, but beats him inside. But guess what? Falls down. Jesus Christmas. What? Like what? Like, I'm actually confused. I don't even know what that was because he stepped left. You fall down. And I think this is a fumble anywho. Empty hand, interception or fumble, either or. But this is a disaster, man. Like, let's see. Let's be the judge of this. Is this on the quarterback? Let's see. First of all, they blitz how many guys? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 guys. It's not more than you can block because it looks like you have 6 in there, plus the running back. Tackle gets beat to the inside. That's on the tackle, guys. Because as a quarterback, if you have instant pressure on the inside, as a quarterback, the worst kind of pressure is the one that's in your face. Outside pressure, it's not too bad, but this guy comes right inside. Now he's in his face. That's what ruins plays, guys, believe it or not. It's not the outside pressure, it's the inside pressure. This isn't on the quarterback. He even puts a move on him. The guy bites terribly, falls down even. Now, one could say he's holding it too long, but we don't know what's down here. Maybe there's nothing here that we can see. I can't judge it. But from the lineman, it's the lineman's fault. And this ain't on the quarterback. Now he tries to get rid of it. Just gets mauled by basically the whole D-line. So, I mean, I can't blame the QB on that. But it's just a product of a bad franchise just making a bad play. No rush. They're all even keel, so they're not really rushing. This is that 10-second pass defense that they do in the NFL, and then we're going to see a busted, like you're going to see 2 white shirts next to each other. So you have 2 guys in the middle, something that would never happen. Like, I don't even know what defense this could even be. But then someone on the sideline wide open. Okay, we're going to call this, it's a busted coverage. What does that even mean? Like, people that say, it's a busted coverage is people that don't play the sport. It's people that listen to the announcers and they try to act like they know it all. It's a busted coverage, man. So what coverage was it? So what was the coverage that they were in that they busted? It doesn't even make sense. You're either playing your coverage or you're not. There's no such thing as a busted coverage. Only when there's big money involved and points and spreads involved will you see this nonsense. In high school, you don't see this. Low-level college, the games that aren't on TV, you don't see this crap because everyone knows what we're in. What are we in? Cover 1, cover 2, 3? It's only so much you could be in on defense. There's only like 4 or 5 different coverages. I'll say 6. So cover 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And then some people play cover 6. So that's it. So everyone communicates. What are we in? 3? Okay, we're in 3. So everyone knows. That's all it is. It's not some rocket science on defense. I'd buy it more on offense. But to say that, a busted coverage on defense, like, no, that doesn't happen in real life, in real football. It only happens in this watered down football that they call, all right? Because it's not real. They're selling you something. It's all based on point spreads and big time money. There's big money on these games. That's the shit that you don't see that sways these games. And there's a lot of shit you don't see behind the scenes, man. There's people swimming in money based on everyone's naive thinking of this sport, basically. Guys wide open. I'm guessing this is a busted cover too. Oh, yeah, this was the play where they motioned him over. Yeah, this is the play where I showed you guys from the north-south view. They motioned him over. No one adjusts. And then we have idiots in the comments. They're in zone defense. You wouldn't run with him in zone. No, you wouldn't. Yeah, okay, you wouldn't run with him, but you would still move over and adjust. You fucking morons. You motherless fucks. Like, if they fucking motion and rotate into trips, You have to bump down and adjust to it. You don't just stand in the middle and act like nothing happened. You fucking morons. You dickless fucks. Like, goddamn. Like, that shit gets me so irritated.
Oh, they're in zone defense. You wouldn't run with them.
Like, shut the fuck up. You would adjust to it. You would move over in trips. You wouldn't just sit over on the side with no receivers, you fucking idiots. God. Dude's wide open. What's your explanation for this, jackasses? Please tell me. Because I'd love to rip you another asshole. I'm done being nice to you fucking morons. You're gonna get the fucking full-fledged anything that comes at you. You come at me incorrectly, you're getting it. We ain't being nice to you fuckers anymore. You fuckers ain't being nice, are you? So I'm only gonna give you what you give me. You don't know me, so don't act like you know me. You come at me like you know me, alright. So then that gives me the license to be an asshole right back at you. Like that's how that goes. You treat people the way you want to be treated. You come at me crazy, I'll come at you crazier. And that's the way this shit's gonna go from now on. Nice guys out the window. You guys have ran him off. And on this play, look at this. What are we patty caking? This, you telling me 52 can't get off of this? It's like this guy is like trying to steal his wallet out of his pocket. Like, what are we doing? Like, what kind of a technique is that? Both of them. And then we got this guy. Look at number 90 diving. Ay, ay, ay. And then 44 goes for the ride and never stops his momentum. 33, look at this idiot. I think it's 39. So you mean to tell me you're going to try to pull a sweaty man's arm and you think you're not going to slip right off of his arm? Oh, okay, I'm just checking. So he thought he can grab onto the dude's... He first tries to horse crawler him, then he grabs it onto his sweaty arms. And like I always say, if you do that, you're going to slip right down. Look what he does, slips right down like a freaking moron. Just like a lot of you fanboys. Alright. Now, they're in 5 wide. Oh, it looks like they're faking a blitz. I don't know if they're going to bring both of them. Nope, they brought one of them, so they bring 4. And, oh, is this the one where he holds it too long? Nope, he gets rid of it. Wide open. So let's see from the beginning how they play this. So where's number 3 at? I can't see. I think it's him right here. So he's number 3. They're already, based on this corner, I'm assuming this other corner is about 7-8 yards off, and you get beat deep. That makes a lot of sense. So they're in, I don't know, I can't tell if he's in cover 3 because of how lazy he's moving his feet. Oh yeah, they're in cover 3 because look how far downfield he is. So how does this corner get beat on this side? This is the corner. He's jogging too. So I don't know what they're doing, guys, and that's why they don't show us the back end of these plays. So we can't pick out a guy that's just standing around. I guarantee you there's a corner on this side that we can't see over here. Back there, obviously, we can't see him. And he just stands there, I guarantee you. Or he goes after the inside route as if that's his responsibility. Because there's no way that you let a streaking pattern run right by you when you're already 8 yards off of him. And now you're burned by 8 yards. Like, it just doesn't make sense. Like, and stuff like that doesn't happen. On any level, or at any level, I should say. Not at any level does that happen, guys. Like, I'm telling you. If you go watch any high school game, even in college, you see a guy that's lined up in cover 3, 8, 10 yards off, they're not getting beat deep. The worst that would happen is they get beat on a jump ball because the corner might be smaller than the receiver out there. That's it. But he's not going to run by him because it's impossible. That's the shit I need y'all to pay attention to. We got a video of this. This is just this is just the tight end handing the ball to the defender. So he caught it, magnet, right? Has it with the magnet, and then holds it up for him and then hands it to him. Here, buddy, have it your way at Burger King. All right. There were a couple of doinks this week, too. The magnets. They have the magnets. Okay, yeah. So he's right on him. So 8 yards off. Looks like he has great depth. Now let's see at the top of the route what happens here. He floats the ball up. So what happened with this corner that all of a sudden he stops running now? Now all of a sudden this guy is on him by 5 yards. I just want to know what happened. Like I want to see what he did. Like because he looked fine at the beginning of the play. It looked like he was in great position, and all of a sudden he stops his feet, and now he's burned by 5 yards before we know it. It's such bullshit. Because T. Higgins is not a burner. He's a guy that's going to out-jump you, if anything. He's not going to run by you. Oh, this is Dak, right? To Gallup. So let's see how they play this. Press coverage, and he allows him to the outside. Doesn't make it hard on him at all. He just touches him, guys. He didn't really jam him. That didn't slow his timing off or down at all. It did not slow down his timing at all. Because if it did, that would have been overthrown. He just touched him and allowed him to release outside freely, might I add. So they do a run. Look at your D end. Why is he so... There's a couple pieces. He goes too far upfield. Look at our D tackles moving out of the way. Literally, D tackle moving out of the way. Look at him. He's running towards us. Look at where he starts. He starts there. Look at how far over he comes over. He's already in the opposite B gap when he started it in the B gap. Now he went opposite B gap. Now guys are just not making wrap-ups while pinballing their teammates. Adam Thielen tried to grab him. Alan Thielen's grabbing face masks and getting away with it, I bet. I don't think they called it. I think this dude was out of bounds. Hopefully for his case he got in, for his sake. Offsides, it might be a false start, who knows. Nope, it's a free play, so it's on the defense. Touchdown. Of course it was. Let's see what happens here. Free release. And goes outside. Watch this, guys. What's going to happen is this guy's going to run this way and let him run by his face and cross his face. Right there, you see it? He ran by him. Now DJ Moore is just going to run by his back. He's just looking at the cheerleaders. He's looking for his next hot dog. Meanwhile, DJ's running behind his back and is going to burn right by him. Now he's going to turn around and have to re-accelerate and chase him. And just jog. And he don't give a fuck. That was part of the plan. Dude went off sides on purpose. Give him a free play. And this only just further shows that the Bears had a bad season on purpose. Whether it was scripted or not, the Bears did this on purpose. This team could have easily been a good team. Like, they got the weapons. They got the quarterback. I don't care what anyone says. Justin Fields is a good quarterback. He just has a terrible situation. That's really what it is. I think he's going to go to Atlanta or one of those exciting teams and really show us what he can do. But anyway, Caleb Martin or any quarterback that goes to the Browns, they're not going to be successful. It's going to be the same thing that happened to Justin Fields. They're going to go there. They're going to not have enough weapons. It's going to be a defensive coach doing defensive things, and it's going to be a mess. And then that guy's going to leave, and we're going to question him too. It's the same cycle, guys. The Bears have been doing this for the last 30 years, I feel like. Since they won their Super Bowl in the 80s, they've been cycling around quarterbacks just like this, drafting them and shitting them out. This is what they do. Why do we think it's going to be any different? How many first-round picks have they had at quarterback? Justin Fields was a first-round pick. He was the second overall pick. So why do we think that it's going to be different this time with another first overall or second overall pick? Why do we think it's going to be different? That's something I need to know. Now, play action, same thing we've been seeing. It's just no rush. 10 seconds. Now Derek Carr throws up a Derek Carr. Two guys on him. It's just, look at how the defenders just aren't running, though, guys. The receiver's the only one truly, truly, truly running to this ball. Let's pause right here. Because right now, this guy could get underneath this and make a play on it. This guy, I don't know where he's running. Like, I have no idea. Either one of them. Not even looking for the ball. It's really bad. Yeah, I was wrong about this game. I thought, yeah, the Jags, you can't trust this team, man. Like I said in the other video, even with Trevor Lawrence there, it's very hard to pick the Jags. They only show up for certain games, and it's hard to really say which ones. It seems like they only play well against the Chiefs, but they still end up losing. Like it's like I can't ride with the Jags in a big game, man. They're a bully team. You know, they're one of those teams that beats up the bad teams. But when they play a great defense like this or a good team, they just come up short. They're just not that team, guys. I don't trust them at all. Trevor Lawrence is okay. Like, he's okay. Like, I don't think he's what they say. Oh, he's a once-in-a-lifetime quarterback. I'm not seeing that. Like, he's good, but he's not that. I'm not seeing Peyton Manning. I don't see anything like that. So, I mean, other than that, like, how can you really say that this team is really something? Like, there's a lot they need still. This team isn't that. They're not a Super Bowl team at all. I'd say the Browns are more a Super Bowl team than they are. The Browns, you give them one of these top 5 quarterbacks, the Browns, that's a Super Bowl team, I promise you. But the problem is, it's the Browns. They're in Cleveland, tiny-ass market. So they're the NFL. The NFL can't do anything with them at all. It's all about money. And how do you make money with the NFL or as the NFL with the Browns as the face of your organization? That's what you got to ask yourself. The Browns aren't going to make the NFL more prominent than they already are. They're just not. They've already taken a risk doing it with Kansas City. Kansas City is a small-ass market, too. But they owe them money. That's why it's been happening. But I think they're caught up with those debts. As we can see, Kansas City's not as great anymore. Maybe they'll have them have a down year and come back next year. But we know Patrick Mahomes is going to win those championships. He has a whole trophy case set up for it. So you wouldn't do that unless you knew you were getting those. All right, let's talk about this. So let's talk about the down and distance. It's 10-0, right? Second quarter just started, so they just came off of a timeout. Why would, or a commercial timeout, like a full one, I'm saying. So why would you not be thinking a fake here? I'd be thinking fake if I'm Dallas. They're down 10, new quarter, they came off a break. You don't think they talked about something here? Like, that. This is what I mean, man. This isn't smart football. This is scripted football. Because you'd be thinking fake here all day. They're down 10 points because them punting you the ball, this is basically game over in real football. If you give the team back the ball at this point, they have the momentum now. The quarter is starting. Now they're going to run it down your throat. Look at the gunner, guys. Where's the gunner going? The gunner, that's it. The gunner is in man-to-man. Notice how they won't show us what the gunner's doing. But you're going to notice the gunner, like, runs away from him. Like, where are you going? You're not even close to him. At least this gunner is close. This guy is like 10 yards away. It's like you just let him catch that. Look at him. Look at him. Look at him. What is he doing? What is he doing? And then the guy that caught the ball, why would you run right at him? You should have just ran through the sideline. So that's just a weird play, man. Now we got Gronkowski in motion, play action. They're just handling that guy, but you'll also notice this defensive end runs himself out of the play. And what does this defensive end do? Hold on. Let's see what he does. He crashes. Yep, so he doesn't even rush. Well, he actually did a good job there. He actually did what I yell at them for not doing all the time. So he picked up the guy in motion, which you are taught to do as a defensive end. You're not taught to do this, though, run yourself out of the play. He should have pulled the brake, spun around, anything but that. This is probably gonna get completed. Whoa, 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 whoa! I'm not impressed with the catch. I'm more impressed with how he jumped for it and extended for it. That's what I'm impressed of. I'm not impressed with the catch because anyone could make those catches, as we've seen in those videos with the magnets. But look at this. Look at how he reaches out for it. That's impressive. Not anyone can do that. The outreaching of that and just taking it from him, because this guy jumped pretty high. This little guy. That guy probably jumped like 40 inches in the air, but this guy's 6'5", right? Drake London jumps up. That's impressive. I'll give him that. I will give him that between both those guys. But let's face it, in the 90s, you can't do shit like this. You're going to get hit right in the ribs, in the head. Once they abolished all that, that's when the NFL got just watered down. You can jump up and outreach and leave your ribs exposed and nothing will happen to you. It's glorified flag football. Same thing, no rush here, the 10-second thing. This is the week of the give the quarterbacks all the time in the world. I don't think I've seen it this bad. I think he was trying to throw this at Cooper Kupp, guys. Like, I really think this was for Cooper Kupp. And then Puka was running a crosser, knowing that if he's in the vicinity, he might have a chance. But yeah, I'm pretty sure that was for Cooper Kupp, guys. But Nacua is just one of those guys that knows where the quarterback's going with the ball and just wants to go near it for a tip pass or something. And he ends up just stealing this from Kupp. And make no mistake, guys, just because he's not wearing gloves doesn't mean he doesn't have magnets on. Because you'll notice he'll have those white things around his fingers. I'm trying to get it paused. It's hard to see, but he has tape, it looks like, wrapped around his fingers. It's a billion-dollar industry, guys. Don't think for a second that they can't have the technology in those as well. Like, why even have that on at all? You know what I mean? There's no reason. Like, for what reason? You gotta think, though, these NFL players, they see these videos, the scripted shit, the magnet shit, so they know this shit's out there. So that they're trying to make it seem like they don't use the shit, but still using the shit. It looks like that was like a shot-putted pass, the way he threw that. I did not like that motion. 28 never even, like, looks for the ball. Ugh, that's just annoying. Next play. Alright, the Niners. I still don't know who's going to be in the Super Bowl this year, because it could be anybody. And that's the way the NFL wants it. They don't want us to really have a gauge of what teams are going to make it. Like, for the last few years, it's really hard. Since Brady's really been out, it's been hard to say, oh, this team's going in. And that's the way it's going to be, guys. We're not going to know. And even the Chiefs are down this year. We don't know. Where's my defensive end? It's like he's confused. It's like he doesn't know what to do. Like he wasn't taught to always do the same thing. Contain the edge, dissect the play, and read and react. That's all you do as a defensive end. Look at him. He's like hesitating. He doesn't know what to do. He hasn't even taken a step yet. By the time he takes a step, these guys have taken 3-4 steps. Now he finally engages and is already blocked. This is your edge. No edge, no chance, guys. Every single time. And your D tackles are literally on top of each other. This guy should be working down, gets completely turned around. Now tries to shove the guy in his back. You're not moving Trent Williams anywhere at all. And then these linebackers just run themselves out of the play. Middle linebacker especially. 33, Jamal has regressed and just completely gives up the outside. Backside, they both went too far over. Like, there's no backside help. That's your backside corner guys that played on the left side, and that's your safety. What are they doing besides giving up the long run? So undisciplined, guys. Like, I've never seen such undisciplined football in a professional league. Like, you don't see stuff like this in any level, guys. It's basically they just do whatever they want to do. When they're being told to give up a big play or a touchdown, they basically have the green card to do anything they want. other than make a stop. And it's clear as day. Look at this, no rush whatsoever. And then I think this is the DB jumping with the wrong hand. Yeah. Why would you jump with the hand that would be close or further away from the point of the ball when it arrives? If anything, if he used his left hand, I'm going to try to pause it. If he uses his left hand, guys, because it's closer to the receiver, he would have been able to get his hand on it. And they would have seen the pass interference more because your arm would have been in the air. Now that it's down, he can just hold it down, and you won't be able to tell that he's holding it down. Now you're screwed. If he uses his left arm, at least then he uses it late when he already catches it. If the ref sees you trying to lift your arm and he's keeping you from doing it, you're going to draw the flag and get the ball. So he didn't want to do either. So I'm not letting him off the hook there, guys. Like, we look for every small detail that they do wrong because it's a game of inches. If you do one wrong thing, you're going to get screwed. No Vaseline. Wide open, leaker, all the time in the world. Like, look at this pocket, man. It's unreal. And then wide open. This was all about Deebo Samuel, guys. They just wanted to make him the hero. Whatever. I'm unimpressed by a defense that lets a guy no jam, scot-free down the field, flag football. I'm unimpressed by this. And where's my defensive end, guys? Where is my right end? Oh, he's in coverage, so they're rushing. No, they brought him in. So there's no edge guy at all. Left guy doesn't rush in either. So now he runs to the side where there's no rush at all. He has all the time in the world. But people think it's real football. The defender never looks for the ball. They got this guy looking like Joe Montana when really they're just not rushing him, guys. Like, I just want the Niners to play a team that actually has a game plan that involves getting to the quarterback consistently. Like, because there are teams that they will struggle against in the AFC. I just need to look at them in front of me, which I'm not doing right now. But there are teams that can beat this team. They're not as good as they're made out to be. They lost 3 games, you know what I mean? So they're beatable. All these teams are. I think you got to attack their DBs, but you need to really block their front 4. If you can't block the Niners' front 4, that's when you really fall in trouble. If you can block their front 4 and get them minimized, that's how you beat them, really. Yeah, they wanted Herbert to get hurt because they didn't want him looking bad out there. So they just threw the backup in there, the D2 player. Floats it, boats it, and does he goat it? Floats it, boats it, goats it. Okay. Terrible defense, right? Like, how you going to let him flip the field on you? You're off by 8 yards and you don't take read steps. You let him gain on you. No rush at all. And that's the formula right there. That's the formula. Alright, we'll do a few more here. So they blitz basically the whole house. So that means guys are open, but he won't throw the ball, of course. Like, you'll notice, guys, they blitzed. Let's count it. Guys, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 guys. So that means there's only 4 guys in coverage. And he's one of them, this guy. So that means there's only 3 guys back there. 1, 2, and there's another guy here that we can't see. Why is he not throwing right there immediately? He raised his arm as I was saying that. Holds it, holds it, holds it. He was always going to do that, guys. Terrible, terrible, terrible. That was probably the easiest pass he will ever have in his career, but he was told to just take the sack fumble. And that's what backups are made for, because backups are good players. Like, if you made it to the NFL, you know how to play this game. But backups are really in there to lose the game and make bad plays and to help the spread. That's it. That's what their purpose is for. They're not the face. They're in there to lose games. Period. Oh, is this going to hit the magnet on the pole? Oh, it's going to hit the magnet on the pole. Oh, yes. Oh, it goes right. Oh, they pull it in with the magnet. Oh, okay. Whatever works for you. Alright, this probably might be the last one here, so let's see. Decent cut block. That's all he needed. Wide open. You'll notice the defender slows down. Watch the defender. He stops his feet and then lets the ball get there. The defender could have jumped out and jolted out if he wanted. Watch the defender. He slowed down and let him... Guys, pay attention to the guy. I'm going to even make it slower for you. You can really see the defender slows down to let him catch it. Just pay attention. Watch the defender behind him. This guy, watch him. He stops his feet, lets him catch it, and then goes for the ball and the tackle. But you want to tell me that this is real, man? Yeah, keep coming, and you'll keep seeing the fake shit with me. Thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe.